Before I lose you in my unintelligible obsession, I'd like to build a strong foundation for the series. Comic book collection and consumption is a hobby that I'm just starting to pursue, and my knowledge on the subject is exceptionally novice. I believe that the coming video documentation and further study into this hobby will only increase my wealth of knowledge, both about comics and the series that I cover. Apologies if any information is found false. Bee and Puppycat is my favorite animated series, and it's produced by my favorite animation production company. Created by Natasha Allegri and produced by Frederator Studios, the web series plot revolves around a job-insecure 20-something-year-old and a vocoded feline who is a hopeless romantic. The entire first season comprises of 10 episodes and can be streamed on YouTube in under an hour. If you adore early 2010s Cartoon Network shows as much as I do, then I would highly recommend this. The animation alone is something spectacular. Dynamic lighting, color palette, and the quality of the animation itself is something to be marveled at. The animation is also brilliantly juxtaposed by the surrealist, dark humor, and fantasy that the comedy of the show brings to the table, and it just makes the show so much more gorgeous. However impressive, during the time the series' security and certainty was questioned, so Natasha Allegri went to work on creating a sort of insurance policy for the series. So 11 issues of the Bee and Puppycat comic series were created between the years 2014 and 2016. Although becoming a comic-only series never came into fruition, as the sequel series, Bee and Puppycat Lazy in Space, is going to be streaming on Netflix later this 2022, it is incredibly interesting to look at these comics. And as a big fan, as I've already expressed, I am especially interested in them. Alright, so this docuseries will start with the acquisition of issue number 8 with cover variant A. This cover art was illustrated by, and sorry if I say this wrong, Hui Lim. I bought this for $5 on eBay from New Dimension Comics, and it was shipped by Gemini Comic Supply. The first thing I was surprised by when I bought this was how cheap the comic actually was, because the market for these babies are just so high. But the second thing I took notice to was how meticulous and well-boxed the package was, and I almost felt guilty when I opened up the package, like I was defamating the, Mona Lisa or something. A plastic sleeve that I can only assume is standardized across single-issue comics was present in the box, but also 2 pieces of cardboard sandwiched in the middle for support for the comics so it wouldn't get damaged during shipping, which I was very pleased about. I was really overjoyed when I actually held this in my hand because of how quality the book actually was, and how it had an advert for the Cartoon Network show Clarence on the back. Thank you for that. The format of the book was also new to me as well. 6 small chapters illustrated by 5 different artists, which I wasn't very accustomed to. The first 2 chapters were illustrated by T. Zisk and comprise of Pancoma and Sweaters. First about the illegal pancake trade and unconventional pet boundaries. Second one is Snapshots by David Calderon. Not much to note. Bubbles by Liz Fleming. This is the best one. Okay. And I just love the art style and, you know, the confrontations between Bee and her 12-year-old landlord, which are really good. Tupperware, named after the common mispronunciation of Tupperware by Coleman Engel, is about the protagonist's inability to clean dishes. Yeah, not very relatable. Next one is The Blues, which is the final one, which revolves around the lack of animal rights in the entertainment industry. As the first entry into this series, I feel like this is a, good enough starting point. I would have loved to start with the first comics, but this was an offer I could not refuse. And I even like the Bravest Warriors, another Frederator property comic advert for spring 2015, near the end of the book. And all I can say about that is spring 2015 will be my year.